TK to first grade students. I'm excited to show you all how to plant with your garden kit. So you went to school and you picked up a bag that has TK-1 on the front. If you weren't able to make it to garden class, you can watch this video and learn how to plant with your garden kit. Let's open up the kit and see what's inside. You will have a bin or a tray. You will have a bag of soil. You will have 2 pots that look like this, or like peat moss pots, which is a brown and speckled material. Have a magnifying glass, a vial, and 2 plastic bags. One should say pea chicharro, and one should say radish rábano. Now inside one of these bags, mine is in the radish bag, but yours might be in the pea bag, you will find 2 small seed envelopes. One that says pea chicharro and one that says radish rábano. Let's keep these closed for now. We know that our plants need soil to sprout. So we're gonna take our soil bag and one of our pots. And we're gonna fill that pot up with soil. A good way to do this is to put your pot inside of the soil bag and scoop the soil inside. Great, now this pot is full of soil. I'm gonna put it on my tray and fill up the other pot. Great. Let's close up this soil bag for now. Open up your envelope that says pea chicharro. And inside, you'll see a few dried peas. There's my dried peas. These dried peas are the seeds to plant new pea plants. So we're gonna take 2 out. We only need 2 today. Make sure all the rest go back safely into your envelope and close that up so the rest of your seeds can be used another time. Now we're gonna take 1 pea plant, or 1 pea seed that will become 1 pea plant, and we're gonna place it in one of these pots. Now, the seeds don't like to be super close together so they can have space to grow. So I am gonna use my pinky finger to make a hole in the soil just about up to my first knuckle right there. So that is my hole. And I'm gonna make a second hole on the other side of the pot so that these 2 seeds have space to grow. I'm gonna place the pea seeds in those holes, you can see, and push them down again with my pinky finger. And push the other one down. So now they're pretty far in the soil, and I'm gonna cover them up and say, grow well, peas. Now maybe your pot has a label on it that says pea chicharro, or maybe you got a popsicle stick to label. I got a popsicle stick, so I'm going to put my popsicle stick that says pea or chicharro in this pot, so I remember this is where I planted my peas. Now I have this other pot that I'm going to use to plant my radish plants. So I'm gonna open my radish envelope. And again, ooh, these seeds are a lot smaller. Look at how tiny they are. Great, so now I have 2 radish seeds. You can barely see them, they're so small. And again, these radish seeds don't need to be as deep as the pea seeds because they're smaller. So I'm just gonna make a little hole with my pinky. There's my little hole and my other little hole. You can sort of see them. And I'm gonna place one radish seed in one hole, one in the other. I'm doing it next to opposite corners. These corners are next to each other, these are opposite. So I'm placing the seeds near opposite corners, and I'm gonna cover them over with some soil and pat it down just like I did for the peas. And if your pots aren't labeled, you'll need to use your popsicle stick to label that pot. Awesome, now my pea seeds are planted in the pot that is labeled pea or chicharro, and my radish seeds are planted in the pot that is labeled radish or rábano. And I can put these pots on my tray. I'm gonna put them near a sunny window and give them water every day. And I'm gonna put both of my seed envelopes back in one of these plastic Ziploc bags and zip it up so that I can do another planting experiment later on. Put that back in my garden kit bag. And here are my pea and radish plants.